Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Happy Thursday. Today we are going to continue our, how do I say, coverage, our watching the interviews of Rebecca's mom, Courtney, biological mom, egg donor, Courtney. She's done several interviews. We're going to continue watching that. We are going to look at some of her social media. We're going to look at a couple articles. We're going to learn little bit about Rebecca that I didn't know before I found this one article. And we are going to check out a couple fundraising events that are happening to support her kids and stuff. So that is the plan. Let me say hello to everybody here. Thank you guys. And Oki, thank you for joining. I appreciate that. So I started a new Discord it's just like one group with one room, true crime only, for members of my channel and members of my Patreon. Oki, if you want to join, let me know. And any other members that would like to join to talk about the cases, let me know. We kind of pass around stuff all day long in there, and it's been really interesting. And I've enjoyed, having you guys in there. So, yeah, it's just a small group, but it's a really great small group. Okay, so where are we going to start? I think the best place to start is I'll give you, there's one article that gives like an overview, and then we will learn a little bit about her and then get into Courtney and her social media and her interviews and all the stupid shit she says and does. She is just so frustrating. But okay, what to know about? We'll start here. And those of you guys who don't know, I think most people who are here now know we've been digging into this case. It actually just is a month old yesterday. Rebecca Park was a 22-year-old woman from Michigan, pregnant woman, very pregnant, 38 weeks pregnant to be exact, who was last seen on November the 3rd by her biological mother, Courtney, and she was reported missing on the 4th. Her due date was the 18th of November. Sorry, I got to rack my brain. This is all off the top of my head. I do have notes, but I didn't bring them this time. So her due date was November the 18th, and she was found on November the 25th. Now, her baby has still not been found. Right after she was found, we know that her fiance was pretty quickly arrested on meth charges, and her sister was arrested for lying to police. We are still waiting for more details on that. And at first, they had extremely high bonds. Well, that changed yesterday. The bonds were dropped, and they were released. They're both roaming, out and free. They've also done interviews that we're going to listen to. This is a deep dive. So, if you enjoy deep dives and you want to know every detail, this is the channel for you. And if not, maybe not. So that's the plan. And what else? What did I want to tell you guys? Oh, so her biological mother, we're going to hear just wait until you see her social media and some of the things she posts. Okay. But here's the thing. They have only had a relationship for 4 years. Now, this is me and my theory and the conclusions I've came to based on the factual evidence that we know, or based on the facts that we know. So they've been in contact with each other for 4 years. Rebecca is 22 years old. And I was saying last night, I was thinking it really seems like at 18, she wanted to have a relationship with her biological mother, and she wanted to connect. And this is what happened to her because of that. Courtney she is right up there on the evil. Like, she is just as evil, if not worse, as Letitia Stalk, Lori Vallow. She is just so dishonest. She's in so many interviews, so many TikToks. You wait and see all the things that we have to look at. But let's start here. I think this is a good place to start, and this is important. These first 2 articles I want to show you, they really are. And there's some things in it that I hadn't seen, and it has to do with helping the kids as well. So, key points. Rebecca Park was reported missing November 4th and found dead in Manistee National Forest on November 25th. She was from Wexford County, and her mother and stepfather are suspects in her death. I already told you guys this stuff, so we're just going to skip on past that. Since then, police have taken at least 4 of her family members into custody to face charges, though some are seemingly unrelated to the case. Rebecca was a sweet, soft-spoken, beautiful person, said Paige Knopf of Wexford County, who calls Park a best friend. Park had 2 young sons and was expecting her 3rd child. I love this picture of her right here. She was a good mom who loved her babies with her every breath in her body. Now, I do know her babies have been with her adopted mother, and we'll see that on the GoFundMe. And they were before this as well, if I'm not mistaken. That's the way I understand it. One memory of Park that sticks with Nolf is she found a little sick kitten one time and wouldn't give up on it. She said that Rebecca named the cat Homeless and fed the cat milk from her pinky because it couldn't eat when she found him. She was an amazing person, Nolf said. She deserved better than what she got or had. Now, remember, I gave you guys all the details of the dates when she went missing, when she was found, that stuff. The baby still has not been found. On Tuesday, December the 2nd, the district court arraigned her mom, and which we don't call her mom, her egg donor, and Bradley Bartholomew, her husband, with charges for first-degree murder, felony murder, torture, conspiracy to commit torture, assault on a pregnant individual causing miscarriage, stillbirth, and more. A probable cause conference is scheduled for 10:30 on December 9th to determine if they will proceed to trial. This county was actually pretty rural. It only has 35,000 in the whole county, and they kind of get into that. And they do get into this hitting in the head thing. So hear this. And I've tried to follow the links, and it didn't get me anywhere. But it says, detectives say Kimberly lied to authorities, telling them that Courtney Bartholomew had Bradley Bartholomew strike. This is the first we've heard, by the way, that it was Bradley and Courtney. Telling them that Courtney had Brad strike Rebecca in the head, causing a seizure, and then took her body away, according to the felony complaint filed in Cadillac's district court. Where are Park's kids? According to reporting by 9 and 10 News, Rebecca was adopted as an infant along with her younger sister Kimberly and an older brother by Stephanie Park. Important. Rebecca Park death in Michigan sparks GoFundMe and fundraisers for kids. So we're just going to go straight over to the GoFundMe. I want to share that link with you guys if you want to help. And let's read what the family has to say on this post. So support for the children of Rebecca and Kimberly Park. This link will be dropped in the chat right now. And when we're done, it will be placed in the description. So there's the link. Okay. Support the children of Rebecca and Kimberly Park. The circumstances regarding the death of Rebecca Park are prominent in the media right now, but I would like to ask our community to turn our focus toward Rebecca's true family, their grief and loss, and ways that we can support her family, her children, and her niece. My sister-in-law, Stephanie Park, and brother-in-law, Rodney Park, received both Rebecca at age 1 and Kimberly at age 1 month through foster care. So this is adopted mother's sister. Writing this. They adopted and raised the girls in a loving family with a mom, a dad, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Stephanie has been brave enough to step into the spotlight to share this information with the public, all while trying to protect their 3 grandchildren from as much of this as they can. Becky left behind 2 young boys who Stephanie and Rod have been caring for since near birth. Kimmie also has a young daughter who is and has been in Stephanie and Rod's care as well. So Rebecca and Kimmie's kids have been with the adopted mom long before her kidnapping and murder. Would you call it a kidnapping? They lured her, so not kidnapping, but let me continue. As a measure of protection, names, ages, and photos of the children will not be released at this time. Please honor this request from Stephanie and Rod. They now wait to hear the whereabouts of their 4th grandchild. Oh my God. This family needs our prayers and support. These children will need to be taken care of in ways that most of us can't imagine. They are each innocent in what has happened and will need more than foster care can provide for years to come. This GoFundMe page has been created with the permission of Stephanie Park, and all funds will go directly to Stephanie for the care of the children. If you can't give, please share and pray. And we'll keep an eye on this because a lot of times people will update the status of what's going on in their GoFundMe page. We're going to be here for a while tonight, you guys. We got a lot to go through. I think just to take a break from the reading, because we're about to go through her social media and look at I can't wait to point out a few things to you. But let's just come over here for a second. So this is Steph's case files, and this is where we're going to watch part 2 interview tonight, which is right here. We got about an hour. This is the sister interview. This is, biological mom again, and Rich interview here. Okay. But today she uploaded this quick clip and I thought it was pretty interesting. Have a listen.
1, they have searched my property. 2, I didn't touch my fucking daughter. And 3, we already know the fucking info that you're fucking telling us, Araya.
And we got fucking cameras watching the fucking road, you dumb bitch.
So you better fucking watch it. Rusty, you better get your fucking child under control because she's taking a mother's pain and turning it into a goddamn circus. Fuck you, Araya. You don't have fucking kids that actually you take care of. I do, unfortunately, that you don't have yours because you fucking can't be a mom to yours. So you know what? Fuck you, bitch. You're getting an ass whooping, you keep it up. I'm not playing with you anymore. I already know the goddamn information. My daughter probably left rich. Y'all can't accept it. Get over it. If that is what she fucking did, then I'm happy for her. I just want to know where she's at and that she's okay. That's all that counts anymore. And you know what? You ever fucking say I laid a hand on my fucking pregnant daughter, Araya, so help me fucking God. You will not like me, bitch. Don't play with me.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I think I will play that one more time, but yeah. There are some things I'm not going to play tonight. We'll get there in a second, actually, so let me not even get into it. Let's hear it one more time. What the hell do you have to be so angry about, lady? Look what you've done. This is all you. This was your research and planning, according to prosecutors.
1, they have searched my property. 2, I didn't touch my fucking daughter. And 3, we already know the fucking info that you're fucking telling us, Araya.
And we got fucking cameras watching the fucking road, you dumb bitch.
So you better fucking watch it. Rusty, you better get your fucking child under control because she's taking a mother's pain and turning it into a goddamn circus. Fuck you, Araya. You don't have fucking kids that actually you take care of. I do, unfortunately,
Unfortunately? Wow.
You don't have yours because you fucking can't be a mom to yours. So you know what? Fuck you, bitch. You're getting an ass whooping, you keep it up.
She is one rageful, angry, vindictive woman.
Not playing with you anymore. I already know the goddamn information. My daughter probably left rich. Y'all can't accept it. Get over it. If that is what she fucking did, then I'm happy for her. I just want to know where she's at and that she's okay. That's all that counts anymore. And you know what? You ever fucking say I laid a hand on my fucking pregnant daughter, Araya, so help me fucking God. You will not like me, bitch. Don't play with me.
Okay, so now we'll come back to her interviews in a minute. Let's take a venture over to Facebook, okay? This is where we're going to start. I just wanted to show these couple pictures of Rebecca. I thought these were really beautiful pictures, and there are a couple pictures that you see over and over, and then some of these you don't really see. She's adorable girl. all violets. I've not heard that that's the case, but God, I don't know. There's so much with this. And then evil personified. Isn't that what the prosecutor said? Okay, so now if you can see here, I searched Courtney Bartholomew, right? Because I spent a lot of time today going through all of her Facebook accounts, which she has a lot of them. I'm not going to make you guys sit through and let's just scroll, but let me show you some of her Facebooks first, and then we'll go to her most recent one. Courtney M. Bartholomew, pretty sure that's her because her middle name is Marie, but there was nothing uploaded to it. Courtney Bartholomew, that's her. That is not her. This is her with the dog. Oh, this is her here. Courtney Bartholomew works at Mommy, studied at Grace Christian University. Oh, this is her here, Courtney Bartholomew. And here, Courtney Fox. Okay. You know, this sounds super judgmental, but I'm just going to be honest. From many of you guys may not know, but I've been in recovery almost a decade, and I have a lot of experience in the rooms and with addicts, both in active addiction and recovering. And there are a couple things that you'll see often with addicts, and you will see 25 Facebook accounts because they get fucked up and lose their phone or forget their password. And I mean, that's huge. It's very common in that community. You know, I'm not saying that there's some people who are maybe just forgetful, right? And they have a bunch of Facebooks they've had to create, but it is a common theme in that community. Okay. Now, we're going to go to her recent Facebook. Let's just go up here. Hold on, I'm messaging with myself. We're going to hear Rebecca speaking about the money and that kind of stuff on a voicemail she left on one of her friends' voicemail. Here is a screenshot I took from Courtney's Facebook. My daughter is worthless. She just gave her kid to the state. She posted that in May. You're disgusting. Like I said yesterday, you know, some shit is not for social media, especially when you care about it's your family, your kids. People got to understand what the internet is and what the internet does. But some people are just thirsty for attention. One of her accounts had this from 2019. Let's see. I think this is her link. Yep, here we go. This is her Facebook account when Rebecca went missing. Now, let's look at some of the posts. You know, I wasn't sure what to do because she has an alibi posted here from her 14-year-old son. And I was going to play it. I thought, you know, because you don't see him. It's just his voice. But I kind of had consulted with people in the Discord I was telling you guys about, the one I created for my channel. And I think they had a good idea. I should like transcribe it, and the next live, there's so many interviews we have to go through. The next time we come on to talk about this, I'll have it. So I think that's a better idea, but I'll show you some other things on here. So November 24th, protest, huh? Heather Marie, come back and ask Brad to fuck. That's a dirty person right there. What? Oh, I didn't mean to. Like, this is your Facebook post. Your biological daughter is missing, and this is what you're posting on your Facebook. The whole world is watching you. The whole world paying attention. People protesting at your house and shit, and this is what you're posting to Facebook. Trash. I'm sorry. You're trash. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to smoke while we hang out and talk, but my cigarette went out because I'm doing more talking than anything, obviously. She is unreal. Okay, let's keep going. My alibi of where I was the night my daughter came up missing. Now, again, I'll transcribe that. We're not going to listen to it. It's all black and it's short, so it shouldn't take long. You know, and I'll give you an idea of what he says. Oh, God. Something about I was sick and needed medicine. Like, mom had to do something for him like that. And I saw her. She was here when I went to bed, and she was here when I woke up. Anything beyond that, it'll be in the transcript because I can't remember. But yeah, that's bullshit. Remember, and we're going to hear it when we get to her interview, if we ever get there. Kimberly said that Courtney threatened her. Maybe she threatened him too. I don't know. Here she has, this car is what my daughter Becca got into. If you know anyone that drives a car like this, message me. Oh, blacked out windows so you couldn't see a thing, huh? I mean, unbelievable. Not only did you commit a horrific crime, but you're actively trying to throw off the investigation every step of the way. Then she's got a lot of different quotes that are kind of interesting, and we're not going to go through them all, but let's just look at a few, okay? I really don't want those pictures on the side there. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to, there we go. I'd rather be an honest asshole than a fucking liar. I'm sorry, I'm getting sick. Oh my God. Oh, what? You'd rather be an honest asshole than a fucking liar. How about a fucking lying asshole? That's what you are. Honestly, okay? Everyone's out there with human friends. Me with a bunch of snakes. Are you the snake? She's one of the snakes, I guess. Talks about a narcissist. Thursday. I will say there's a lot of boy mom stuff that she'll post. There's a couple that were just eerie. And we're about to get there. Just one second. Oh, I thought this was interesting. Now, this is something that I'm very passionate about. If you've been on my channel for a while, I've talked a lot about this. For whales, for dolphins, the mistreatment of these animals, especially, for these big theme parks and stuff. I just am not okay with it. This is true also, this post that she shared. But listen to what it says. A mother orca carried her dead calf for 17 days across the Pacific. This was out in California, if I'm not mistaken, near San Francisco. Proving grief isn't just human. It's a pain that echoes through all life. And that is a true story. She actually did carry the baby for 17 days. Deceased like that. It's just eerie for her to be posting that, but okay. Listen, she carried her dead baby for 17 days. 17 days across cold Pacific waters, pushing a lifeless calf on her head as the world watched in silence. This wasn't a scene from a movie. It was real. A mother orca named Taliqua from the southern resident pod lost her newborn just 30 minutes after birth and refused to let go. She swam more than 1,000 miles, balancing the tiny body through waves and storms as if trying to breathe life back into it. Scientists called it grief. Some called it instinct, but anyone with a heart saw something deeper. Oh, this is sad. A mother's refusal to accept goodbye. Years later, she did it again, carrying another lost calf. And maybe that's what makes it so haunting, because it's not just about whales. It's about love, even in the wild, refuses to vanish quietly. We like to think emotions make us human, but maybe they make us alive. Oh my God, that made me cry, but that's a true story. And that is so sad. And lady, you don't know anything about that. You don't know anything about it. Obviously. She shared this in October, at the end of October. Let me see. Probably already had their plan. They researched and had a plan. She shared it October 26th. Oh, sorry. Then, go just a little. Oh, geez, just a little bit further. They say parenting gets easier once the kids aren't babies anymore. Turns out that was a lie. And there's one more I really want you guys to see. I mean, I can share the link to this so you guys can scroll through if you want. I'll have it in the description. I'll drop it in the chat in just a moment because there's quite a lot on here. And oh, look at her here. 2 days before the big 40. Oh my God. You disgusting excuse for a woman. Basically, the post is something like, her house ended up looking like a crime scene. I don't want anything for Christmas this year. Just want things to fall in place for me and my kids. If you look at this one right here just made me sick to read. October 17th. This is 2 weeks before she goes missing. They researched and planned this, and I'm very curious how far back because prosecutors obviously found history of that. And this is October 17th. If you want something, you will have to do it yourself. And she typed that up and posted it. That's not a meme or anything. If you want something, you'll have to do it yourself. Really? You're disgusting. That just, ugh. We're just about, she wanted someone to fight for her, but became the fighter herself. I scrolled way far back today. I was like in the beginning of the year. She posted a lot. She must have been on that phone all damn day. She posted about depression, a mother-son bond, which sure, I mean, but she was on TikTok a lot and sharing those. I love how I cleaned the whole house just for it to look like a crime scene 5 minutes later. And I was like, oh my God, this is 2.5 weeks before what they did to Rebecca. And let's be clear of what they did. This channel, I'm just going to let y'all know if you're new here, which most of you aren't, but if you are, this isn't a channel that says unalive and things like that. We call it for what it is. We use the real words. And sometimes, I don't know, people, it's important to use the real words. That's all I'm going to say. So let's be clear about what happened. She was murdered and tortured to steal her baby. In my opinion, based on the evidence that we know. Murdered and tortured to steal her baby. She did that to a young woman who at one point lived inside of her own womb. She is as evil as it gets. And all along the way after, slandering Rebecca, slandering her sister, accusing Rich, accusing everyone. I mean, disgusting. Now, this is not it. What else did I want to show you guys before we got to the interview? Let me just take you to this picture for a second and double check what I've got here. Oh, I wanted to play for you Rebecca speaking, and I had to ask around and double check because I'm like, is this her for sure? And it seems to be the consensus that it is her. It seems to be legit, but like I've said to you guys many times, if we don't get it straight from police, straight from law enforcement, straight from court records, court documents, we always need to keep a level of skepticism, if it's the truth or whatever. So I try to do that, but let's have a listen. This was originally posted by her best friend, or one of her close friends. Rebecca Park's voicemail talking about Courtney, her biological mom, and the check, that money.
Apparently, she had an envelope, and I don't know what the fuck is going on, but she gave me the envelope, and fucking my sister opened hers up. There's no check. Same goes for me. And we confronted Courtney about it hardcore, and she's like, well, that's because I knew it was all about the fucking money. I still have the money in the check and shit. It's in cash or whatever, check or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, for one, it's not just about the money, and it's not about all money either for me. Yeah, the money would help out, but if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's not a big deal. It's one of those things. And I told her that. And she's like, okay, well, and then she's like, well, I also realized that it wasn't about the money when I dropped stuff off at Rich's dad's house for you, which was after the dinner because I left it there, which was something for the baby. But yeah, and she wanted to take me out for shakes. Well, I told her, yeah, I'll go out for shakes, whatever. But yeah, and so that's how she figured out that it wasn't just all fucking just about money. Like I'm not trying to just make it all about money, and I really don't give a fuck. But I told her that. So today she's supposed to actually give me the actual shit, but we'll see how that goes, and which means money wise, and go out for shakes. So we'll see, dude. It's been a long day and a long night for me between Courtney and being tired as fuck. Yeah, and then when I lay down, it was so bad like I couldn't even lay down. Like I felt like I was trying to push, like involuntarily push with my stomach. And it was so bad, dude. And I couldn't stop moving around, like I was antsy and everything. Yeah. I still kind of am, but not too bad as it was when I was in the vehicle. Well, shit, man. But I guess it went good and it went bad as well. So it depends on how the way you look at it and how people look at it, I guess. I'm looking at it as it went, yeah. So that's how I feel. Apparently, she had an envelope and I don't know what the fuck is going on, but she gave me the envelope and fucking my sister opened hers up. There's no check.
This is replaying it.
And we confronted Courtney about it hardcore. And she's like, well, that's because I knew it was all about the fucking money.
So apparently, she gives them these envelopes. There's nothing in it. She says she still has it. I mean, she just puts her through tons of drama and bullshit, just like manipulative people like her do. It's so sad, though, to hear her voice and hear her talking about, like, being, like, tired and, like, laying down and like, wanting to, like, feeling the need to push. Like, maybe she was having some Braxton Hicks or something, but 22 years old is still a kid, man. That's just sad. It's so sad. So, okay. So now I think we're at the point where we can go to the rest of the interview we need to finish. Like I said, we're going to be here for a while. We will at least finish this tonight. I really want to get on to hearing Rich, hearing Kimberly. I never noticed this. So look. Okay. We listened to this 2-hour part 1. The one we're on now is the next day. Then it looks like a day or two later, we have Kimberly. The next day, we have Courtney back on saying Kimmie did it and that stepdad is taking a polygraph. And then we have her on again. She just kept talking. So, we're going to watch them all. You guys want to, I want to, that's the plan. So let's jump right into the rest of our one that we're on now, which is right here. This live, I'm about to drop it in the chat right now. But at the end, you'll find links to the GoFundMe, to the articles. I'll link her Facebook and we will link this interview. Let me, though, go back. I didn't drop the Facebook link. So right now you'll see a link to this live and a Facebook link, and that's what they'll be. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. My dad thinks he's a spring chicken.
Oh, and I was going to say, Grandma Sherry, I saw your comment about living in Alaska and orcas. That would be just so freaking cool. I'm sure that was magical for real. Okay.
My dad would have been 80 years old next May, so he's been going 20-something years now, but
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I hate to be so nosy, and I know it's not any of our business. Can you tell us the thing at the gas station that he needed?
Yes, I agree with that, Andy. Please do not harass anyone on the Facebook. Don't be like Uncool Peeps. I mean, it's a public page, so you could find it. I'm just going to drop it because she's locked up, and if anybody wants to scroll through her page, I'm surprised it's still up. But please, yes. I mean, I recommend don't talk to anybody on there if you go look at, but again, it's a public page, so anybody that wanted to find it could, but that's just my thought on it. It's just to look at what she's saying and what she's posting. Okay, and then here is this live.
It was like oil or something for his car. I don't remember. Do you remember what it was? No? But I don't remember either. We just got too much going on. And something little like that is just not something we're going to remember right now.
Have you heard from the police today at all?
No. Nope, I have not.
I was on a panel earlier and I spoke to Kimmie and I asked her if Rebecca had any sort of survival skills in wilderness. And she said not for this long. Would you agree with that?
I don't know if she would or not. I can't really answer that.
Because I don't really know her. See, she reached out to me a few years ago and I've just tried, to take what I can get from her, manipulate. I don't know. Sorry. She just drives me nuts. She really does. But I got a question. Like, this question just seems kind of like, I mean, I guess I could see why you'd ask it. But then again, I don't know. But why do you guys think Courtney is up on these panels? She's obviously, according to prosecutors, this means they found evidence of it. They planned and researched for this crime. So I just can't understand why she's up here. Her motive. What is she doing? And she's not really, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think, because I've talked, with other friends about this, and yeah, I'm curious how you guys feel about it. It's kind of confusing to me why you would do that.
But I do know this. Kimberly and the adoptive mother went, according to Kimberly, now I don't know how true it is because she's been lying a lot, went and got her medical records, gave them to the sheriff's department. And when she got back here, because she had my vehicle, she was like, oh, well, now I can go get guardianship of her. Like, was this planned so that you could get guardianship of your sister and your adoptive mom could? Or
what?
Like, what the hell? Why would you do that to your sister?
And then look at this creator covering her mouth and opening her eyes as if Courtney's giving you the facts. Surely you don't believe this woman in this moment. Oh, no way. I just don't. Okay.
People are going to look at her now and
bullshit.
Think, oh, well, we got to do something because she can't take care of this baby if she's out of state or whatever, They're making her look really bad.
Hold the phone. Another bombshell.
Oh, maybe
you're saying that.
Let's wait, because she's going to repeat obviously what she said. Another bombshell. Okay, yeah, I'm getting turned off from these interviews more and more as we go. So, Coffee and Skeletons and Grandma Sherry both bring up points I want to touch on. Coffee and Skeleton says, I think she's up there because then she can control what's being put out there. We've seen, perpetrators. Like, for instance, there was a case where this man murdered a girl in college, right? And there were all these searches and stuff going on, and he was joining the searches and stuff. He was trying to control what he could and to know what's going on. So maybe that's part of it, like those kind of motives. But Grandma Sherry brings up a great point. 15 minutes of fame or infamy rather, or they paid her. I want to know, was she paid? I'd got to know that. I wish there was a way to know. I'm going to go ask in the comments. Not that it'll be answered, but I would love to know that. I think that's important.
Another bombshell. You're saying that Kimmie and who went for the medical records?
The adoptive mom.
So, oh, Lordy day. So they went and got the records What were they trying to prove? I'm going to address you on the record situation in a second, but first, I want to know what you think they were going to go prove as far as getting guardianship for her, that she was incompetent. They would have to prove some sort of incompetency.
Okay, they went to go get the medical records
Robin Hood.
because they want everybody to know Becca is a little slow, not retarded, but she's a little slow. Okay.
Oh my God.
They want to prove
What the fuck are you? Excuse me. Let me contain
that so
myself.
then Kimberly can get guardianship
Oh my God.
of Becca.
I just,
And Kimberly can get Becca's records because she's on all of Becca's papers.
What kind of papers?
Like at the doctor's office, like you can sign a form where only this person can get information on you.
okay.
So
They had a paper that was drawn up that Kimberly can get all of Becca's records. According to Kimberly. Now, I don't know if Kimberly is telling the truth. I mean, she went and told the whole world that I had a hysterectomy when I didn't have a hysterectomy. Now, get me wrong. Do you have periods when you have a hysterectomy? Because I don't think so.
Oh my. So she's trying to prove the point that she can have kids, and that she was mad that they said she couldn't. Huh.
To Kimberly. Now, I don't know if Kimberly is telling the truth. I mean, she went and told the whole world that I had a hysterectomy when I didn't have a hysterectomy. Now, get me wrong. Do you have periods when you have a hysterectomy? Because I don't think so. I mean, I had never known a woman to have periods when she had a hysterectomy. Complete hysterectomy.
I have to tell you, going back to the medical records, I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth. I'm just saying that I find it hard to believe that they are giving the medical records because of HIPAA. My mom passed away in 2022 at the age of 66 from early onset dementia. So, and she lived in another state. So I had to go in front of a judge in another state.
Hey, Jacob.
And prove to him that I needed to be her guardian. And that is a process of legal paperwork that has to be handled in a court of law. So I'm finding the medical records thing hard to believe.
They signed a thing at the doctor's office where Kimberly can get Becca's records. I can do it with my husband where he can get my medical records.
Like a release?
But Kimberly is like a big bully to Becca. Like, she tells Becca how she's going to do it, when she's going to.
Oh my God, you guys. This is the spin, right? This is the blaming Kimberly. And I got to say, okay, so Shanta Hall says, until more evidence comes out, I'm standing on business when I say I believe she sold that baby because I just can't come up with no other reason a whole family would conspire to murder. And I know it is so bizarre, but here's the thing. I am not sure they did. I think authorities believed at first they may have been all very deeply involved, and because, according to the local news, Kimberly lied and said that she saw Courtney and Brad hit Becca in the head and drag her away, right? And she caused a seizure. I'm starting to think, because they were released and their bonds were reduced so much, that they were like accessories after the fact or something like that. Or maybe just Kimberly, because why else would they drop the bond from $1 million? So here's the timeline. Rebecca's found November 25th. Within a few hours, her fiance, Rich, is arrested. And then a couple hours later, Kimberly's arrested almost immediately. Now, Kimberly has the lying to police charges, some sort of obstruction. I can't remember exactly, but those kind of charges. And his are for selling meth. Their bonds were astronomically high for the charges. Then why else would they be dropped like that? I don't know. That's just like my theory right now, what I think. I don't know. Until we get more information, we just don't know exactly what happened, right? But that's kind of what it's looking like. I'm curious if you guys see what I mean by that. All right, now, here we go. We're going to have to listen to Courtney turn the tables and start blaming Kimberly and, you know, yeah, doing what she does. Nature Rocks, thank you for being a member. 24 months. That's a long freaking time. And hey, good to see you. No, she didn't, Nicole. Hers were only about like lying to police. It was like an obstruction, something about lying to police during the investigation of a violent crime. But just like lying charges, basically, like misleading stuff. This was, I think it was 10 days ago it was posted, and probably happened just right before that. But then again, the TikTok live thing is kind of, it's stupid the way they do their lives over there. And I don't really know how to verify that. It just can go by when it's posted on her channel. So Grandma Sherry says, new for Courtney. Which one is that? Evil Huzzy. Yes. Perfect. On StreamYard, I can't see. And then one other thing I wanted to address. Oh my gosh, Jacob, it is. And it's like there's so freaking much. Like all these interviews and stuff. Oh my God. There was one other thing I was going to address, but I can't remember. So if it comes back to me, we'll go back to it and let's keep listening. So she just can't stand any of her girls, at least. The tone when she speaks about them is just so
You can get my medical records.
gross.
But Kimberly is like a big bully to Becca. Like she tells Becca how she's going to do it, when she's going to do it. And
gonna do
Becca
it.
gets so mad about it, and I don't blame her.
Do you see what I mean? When she's gonna do it, how she's gonna do it. That's how she was repeating like stuff about Becca too.
I would too, but it's just unreal. And for everybody, I don't know why she's saying that she talked to her at 3 a.m. I don't know. I have no clue. And now Kimberly's texting me saying, I need my effing wallet out of your truck. Well, come get it.
Does Kimberly have children?
She has one, which she ended up losing her because of the decisions that she made. And CPS was involved from the get-go because her baby daddy, being her cousin, well, that's not why they're involved, but he went to prison for breaking his first child's arms and legs. He's not supposed to be around kids.
Is this the guy that won't allow her to come in the house if she gets there after 10:30 p.m.?
No, this is James Mercer, the one that's in prison.
Okay.
Oh my dear God.
Well, I'm just going to tell y'all right now. If a man tells me that if I get home after 10:30 that I have to find somewhere else to stay,
Yes,
I
Andy.
would write in the, you know what, hun, and he'd be sitting sleeping outside.
I'll read
Well,
it to you guys.
Kimberly has been staying here. Because she was using my truck, so she was staying here so that every once in a while Brad didn't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and be there by 4 at her house.
Everybody take a breath in. We have 50,000 likes, 1.2.
Oh my God Almighty. Okay, we're going to take a pause for a second and read a couple comments. Andy says, Attitude City, quoted because that is what she said about Rebecca. I hate how she's up there trying to make it sound like everyone else around her was evil and she's just so innocent. I know, agree. And then Kimberly said, I think they lowered the bonds because they know once they're out, they'll be running their meth mouse all over the TikToks and anywhere else that will give them attention. I'm still waiting. I think they're going to be doing some interviews too, but I don't know. But I mean, they are on ankle monitor. At least Kimberly is, if I'm not mistaken. We read that yesterday. Would they lower it and release them if they thought they were going to charge them with homicide, though? I just don't know. I don't see that. Maybe I'm wrong.
1,000 souls in this
We don't
room
care.
that being on these panels is helping or hurting.
With everybody's opinion, honestly, it's hindering the sheriff's department. It's hindering the family from thinking clearly. It's really hurting everybody. Everybody posting everything that they're posting. It's not doing any good. Honestly.
Wait, what?
It's hindering the
On these panels is helping or hurting.
with everybody's opinion, honestly, it's hindering the sheriff's department. It's hindering the family from thinking clearly. It's really hurting everybody. Everybody posting everything that they're posting. It's
Tara.
not doing any good. Honestly. I mean, I know everybody's trying to get the word out there about Becca, but the police department is overwhelmed. They're overworked. They're working 14, 16, 18 hours a day on this, trying to find my daughter. And it's getting to be a circus, like a full-blown circus.
No shit. You're the fucking... You are literally one of the clowns, okay? If not the ringleader or whatever. Like, you are part of the circus. What do you mean?
She be?
Oh my God.
Can you? I'm trying to think of where could she be. So
I was talking to a friend, and his
Yeah,
son
you're the
is
head
one of her
clown.
friends on Facebook, and he was telling me that her hometown went to Tennessee, and then all of a sudden, when he went to go look for it again, it was gone. So I think this Mel Bailey and Josh know where Becca is. If she put in Tennessee and then all of a sudden it was gone because somebody was like, don't do that, they'll find you. I think they know where she's at. The only way to check their houses would be to hit them both at the same time or follow them and see if they actually know where Becca is.
So you don't know who Mel is personally, just through a friend of a friend?
Mel is Becca's friend's mom, and she contacted me after I talked to Becca's friend. And I don't know her personally. I don't know where she lives, honestly. I don't know any of that, but she did say that she lives in Tennessee. And she was back in Josh.
I just want to take a second to say I'm noticing a lot of people are feeling just so stressed listening to this, and they have to kind of walk away for some of it. And that is understandable. Put your mental health first above any and everything. These cases, researching it, you guys are researching too. That's what we're doing, right? Researching these cases so deeply, especially if you have a heart, like it can affect you. And, most importantly, take care of your mental health. I always try to find something that's like not true crime related at all to listen to, like after this and, during the day tomorrow, some of the day, because some of the day is spent researching as well. But I have to take breaks too. So I do understand it's a lot. I could sit here all night. I'm tapped all the way in, but I also have my moments where I feel the same way. And I just want you guys to know I understand. And it's absolutely, no worries. Just take care of yourselves.
Pretty hard when all this first started. Oh, well, he was here. He was there. He did this. He did this. He doesn't have this. He does have this. That, I mean, she was backing him like 100%, but he's her ex-husband.
So I know, well, not I know, but have y'all talked to Rich anymore? I feel like he's like fell off the face of the earth.
Me too. I feel that way.
I have
Oh,
not
sounds
talked to
good.
Rich. The last time that I even heard anything about Rich is when we went and got the phone. The night that the recovery group come out.
So you didn't. Oh, okay. You're talking about the other day, the third phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you aware of Rich's alibi?
Ooh.
No, I know Becca said that he was sleeping. That was why she said, Mom, let's just go.
Okay, so I actually haven't heard this part. I've listened to quite a lot of this one, more than the first part when I first found these. This is the one I came across first, and I kind of skipped through because if we're going to listen together, sometimes I'll do that. This is really interesting, and I'm glad that girl spoke up about that. So his alibi. And she comes back with, well, Becca said he was sleeping. Well, I mean, can't take your word for that. And she can't tell us where he was at when she was murdered, right? Because she was murdered because a monster took her life from her. And looks like police think that was you. So let's hear about this alibi, though.
Okay. And the only reason why I'm talking about that is because I want to say, like, not even a week ago, I know that after Rich came on a panel, said his side of the story, after that, it was kind of like going back and forth. Like, Rich was like kind of concerned with you and Brad, and then you and Brad were concerned with you and Rich, like sus of you and of Rich. And it was kind of like you were, I'm not saying pointing the finger at Rich, but basically saying that he's suspect in all of this situation. And I just want you to know that I'm not sticking up for him. I don't think he is a good person at all with his background and everything like that. But I do have confirmation that his alibi, what his alibi is, and it has stuck, of him being at home the entire night the night that Becca went missing and never leaving his house. And your truck picking up Becca was shown on his video cam footage in front of his house. So I just want you to know that that is his alibi and it has stuck.
But the thing is, yeah, that was between 6:30 and 7 o'clock that night. Where was he the rest of the night?
He was at home.
Really sleeping?
Well, they never showed him leaving or coming back home at all the entire rest of the night. Like,
Rich
until
likes to walk down the road.
I'm sorry.
Rich likes to walk down the road. He's got a cousin that lives right down the road that he goes and does rugs with.
Well, you did tell me just now that you said that Becca said he was sleeping. So I do know that there's video. What I was saying is there's video footage of Rich never leaving his house and never coming back to his house that night.
But he can avoid those cameras. Trust me. We've avoided them quite a few times. I know all of Rich's little tricks and trades and all that. So yeah, he can avoid those cameras.
Oh my God. That's really very interesting though, right? Especially with his bond being lowered. He's out now.
Sorry, I had to get my other phone.
Now, the cases still stand.
Because I'm getting incoming news here, so bear with me.
But
yeah, why would you
all
avoid
I
his
want
cameras?
Is for my
For
child
what?
to be found, brought home safely. If she's had my grandbaby, I want to make sure, he's safe, he's healthy. My daughter didn't go through a lot having him. I just really hope they're okay. That's all I want to know. I don't care where she's at. I don't care her reason for leaving. I don't care any of that. I just want to know that she is safe. So then I can sleep better at night.
Oh, yeah, it's all about you, ain't it? Oh, my God. I just want to say, because I see Amber here. So actually, I should have mentioned this too when I played it. The voicemail I played from Rebecca to her friend, Amber sent me that originally. And then I had went and asked a couple of the people in the Discord if they had heard it or whatever, just to make sure before we came on here tonight. But Amber has a really great channel, and that's how I found out about this case. Like, I was watching her last weekend and she mentioned it, and I know she's going to cover it this weekend. So I want to take, while I thought about it and you're in here, you guys go check out her channel. Because I know she'll be on tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know when it'll be this topic, but still. Okay. so I can sleep better at night. Back to this bitch. Right, because it's all about you. It's not, so that the baby's safe. So, had she been going into labor like everybody thought, I mean, wouldn't you want the baby to be at home and warm and safe and sound and all that kind of stuff? Oh no, you want to sleep better. Okay.
Y'all, we are almost to 100,000 likes. I don't think I've ever seen it get to kind of looking crazy right now. Today's live goal is a new one. My segment is probably people's cases. You can have done anything. Why would you turn it down? Even though you have get a
This is
PI.
interesting.
I heard Chef say,
why have you not let that guy get a PI? She said.
And he is known to help in that way that he would hire and pay for a private eye. Why would you turn it down, even though you have one?
If he wants to help and if he wants to pay for it, we're more than gladly to take the help. Because now that the recovery group is backed out, we don't have anybody. So we definitely need the help. Anybody that wants to help, we definitely need it. Like, I was mad when I called the recovery group and found out that they backed out. To help, and if he wants to pay for it, we're more than gladly to take the help. Because now that the recovery group is backed out, we don't have anybody. So we definitely need the help.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to help, we definitely need it. Like, I was mad when I called the recovery group and found out that they backed out yesterday because Kimberly wouldn't give them wouldn't send codes or any of that. And all the crap that she's saying on all these lives, they were like, no, we're not doing drama.
All the crap you're saying on all these lives. What do you mean? You're not going to sit here and blame her for people not wanting to help you guys anymore because of the drama. When we just heard the live from you last night talking about all kinds of sexual stuff with Rebecca's fiance. I mean, how disgusting. And I was thinking too, like, imagine if you weren't the one who did this, you would hope that she'd be coming home and she would see those interviews or she could see them where she was at. And you're going to talk like that about her fiance and her sister? All the drama they put out there, all the bullshit? No, I'm sorry. No. Which, I'm curious, do you guys think, because like today I had my alarm went off for the time to do the Courtney talks for a quick second about a series of texts that Rich sent them that morning after Rebecca was last seen. And I thought we should type them up and look, because at the time I thought it was, all of them involved just because they had all the way they were all arrested. Now, is it still, should we still do that? Because it would be just a small portion of a bigger timeline later. But does it matter? Do you guys think that it would have any relevancy, or should just not worry with it? I'm curious what you guys are thinking about that.
And they backed out. So we definitely need help. If you want to help, send me a personal message and I would be glad to get more help.
So let's back up just a minute. Earlier on the live, I heard you, I was listening in, and you told the host that you already have one. You already have a PI, or was this prior to the recovery team backing out?
That was, the recovery group is who we had. There was never a PI. There was never.
Right. When did the recovery team notify you that they backed out of the case?
I called them today.
What time?
They told me that they. What time did I call them?
So Bradley's just sitting right there listening. And, the way that it seems, her and Bradley's charges are identical. When prosecutors made that comment that is now, pretty well known in the case about them being evil and the planning and the researching and all of that, it was regarding both of them. So just think about it. They did this. They know they did it. And they're jumping on all these interviews and throwing shade at other people and blaming your own biological daughter and everybody else. And he's just sitting there listening right beside her. Like, I'm sure their nerves were on edge or something. I can just imagine them sitting there during this, I can picture it.
2:01 p.m. today is when I called them.
So just a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
She did. She just said yesterday, and now she's saying today. I'm confused because I spoke with
Well,
her
they told
and they said that
they told me that they quit yesterday after they gave the phone to Wexford County Sheriff's Department.
okay.
Ooh, I like this girl, the other girl. She's like not jumping in much, but when she does, she's calling her ass out, and I appreciate it. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
From my understanding, is I spoke to one of the
It's
people
more
on the recovery
tolerable.
team, and they aren't backing down. They're going to continue doing grid searches, but they only have 3
Ooh.
people, and they need more people. They need more
Look,
professionals and licensed people.
you're not even contacting the people that had contacted us, obviously, because you would know that they did quit.
Ooh, listen to her attitude.
I just got a message right now. Hell no, we are still working it all dang day. This is
And
the
what's
recovery
the
team.
number? No,
I'm
what's
not
the
giving
number?
I'm not giving the information out, but I want you to know
What's
that
the
I'm not.
number?
I have a 989 number.
It's the bounty hunter. That's who it is, Courtney. If you want to contact him, go ahead.
Funny, I just contacted them.
I'm not trying to argue, Courtney. I'm just telling you that
You are, because I'm telling you what they just told me 2 hours ago.
And she's telling you what they're telling her right in this moment. Okay. Which I think you're probably full of shit, and they never told you that to begin with, Courtney, because you're full of shit about everything
okay.
else.
So
Well,
now
I'm
all of a
telling
sudden
you, and
you're
I
not
hope it's
backing out?
I hope it eases you that they are still working on this.
Oh my God, you guys, it's making me nervous.
Well, if they are, good. Good.
Okay. Yeah, it is good. It really is good. They're doing
Right,
everything
Tara.
they can. They want more people. They need more help. I'm helping them and trying to get a bigger agency out there to try to help. But
Hold on a
I am in
second.
contact with them, and they
Hold on a
are
second.
not giving up. I'm sorry. What did she
Hold on a
say?
second.
She said, hold on a second. And so Agatha says, why did they want the baby? Why not wait until when the baby is born? So we really don't know. You know, we might find that out at trial, but sometimes some of those questions that you want to, like those kind of questions, you may never find out. We are dealing with prolific liars, right? And so that's part of it. Just like with Letitia, why did you, like, what happened with the candle and the rug and all that? Like, there's certain things that, or what start, like, you'll just never know because you have to rely on them to tell you some of that. So we don't know why, but we do know that Courtney has mentioned wanting to have another child, and that her son, who's 14, wanted to have a sibling, a little baby sibling. Now, why not wait until the baby's born? That's a good question, but it seems like as soon as Rebecca thinks she's having contractions, she goes missing. So she was with a friend. She thought she went into labor with her friend, and then Courtney and Kimmie come and pick her up when she calls and saying, I'm having contractions. So, you know, I don't know. That's just best way I can answer it, which doesn't really answer it for you, and I'm sorry, but and maybe we will find out why. Maybe one of them will speak and tell the truth. We have to, I mean, you either have to believe them or not. I think, you know, authorities would make them prove they were telling the truth in one way or another, right? But make sure that it lines up with the evidence. I don't know. I have to think, like, let's say they were just trying to take the baby, because it seems they were also kind of planning or anticipating a move to Texas soon. So if they were going to take the baby, why not wait until it was born? I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think about, but yeah, I don't know. My brain doesn't work like a freaking monster, so it's hard to put myself in and wonder what the motive is.
Dr. She's country.
Are you? Hi, this is Courtney. I was told that you guys quit and then you guys aren't backing out. So can you tell me, are you guys quitting or are you guys still there?
What, that missing girl case?
Yes, with Rebecca Park case.
Well, just me. I'm the only one that left. I mean, the other team is still there.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I wasn't told that earlier, but Okay, yeah, that's great. Thank you. I just wanted to clear that up.
So it looks like she maybe was somewhat honest there, right? Maybe the one person quit and the others didn't. And right, Tara says as much as she talks, maybe one day she will. Probably not the full truth, but maybe. But you have to believe her. You know what I mean? We got to believe her. So is that right? Is she telling the truth, or am I? That's the way it seemed to me. Hey, Samantha, what is she doing with her face? Like, I don't know. The dramatics are.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess only one left out of the three.
What, that missing girl case?
Yes, with Rebecca Park case.
Well, just me. I'm the only one that left. I mean, the other team is still there.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I wasn't told that earlier, but okay, yeah, that's great. Thank you. I just wanted to clear that up. All right, well, thank you. Okay, so I guess only one left out of the three. Okay, that's great. But we still need more help. Any help that we can get, we're glad to take.
Right. And Courtney, I have nothing to lie about. I want you to know that. I have absolutely nothing to lie about here.
Who is she blowing kisses at? I guess donators. Oh, okay. So I really enjoyed some of her questions. And I do think that she's pressed a little bit, and I appreciate that. It can be really hard to ask hard questions doing an interview. Trust me, it is. But if you're gonna do it, I think you are obligated to ask the hard questions. I just don't like all the TikTok's a different beast, and I just don't really like
I
it.
didn't know that it was just one. I thought it was the whole
taps
team.
and all this.
So that's my bad. I'm sorry. But I wasn't told that it was more than,
Well, I accept your apology. I accept your
Tara,
apology, and
they're not-
everybody's doing everything they can that's involved in the search up there, doing everything they can to sit here and help in any type of way. And if anybody sits here and offers help to you that you don't have to worry about and they'll do it on their own, I would not back it down. If I was a mother and my child was missing, I would take whatever anybody gives me. I don't care what it is.
Not backing anybody down. The more the merrier. As long as,
You're so
hopefully
welcome,
we can get
Stonewall.
some answers and my daughter gets found and she's brought home safe and my grandson is safe.
I have it on sped up just a little bit. I'm going to move it up just a little bit more. If it's something major, we'll slow it down and listen. I want to just try to can we just take a peek at the fiancés or the beginning of Kimmie's, listen to some of these others, because there's so many interviews. I thought I had it sped up. Let's do, there we go.
I hope he's not born yet because we really want to be there. But if he is, I hope he's doing, my daughter gets found and she's brought home safe and my grandson is safe. I hope he's not born yet because we really want to be there. But if he is, I hope he's doing okay and they're doing okay. And I just really want to find my daughter. I have not tried to break yet because I'm waiting for my daughter to come home. I'm waiting for her to be found. And hopefully when she is found, she doesn't say, well, I don't want nobody knowing where I'm at. I hope to God that doesn't happen.
Folks, we have 148,000 likes. Pinned below is if you want to become a super fan for true crime cases or able to have platforms like this. They're later on in a positive way. It's not just me. It's you. It's you, 1,000 brains thinking of, do you know if Rich has any debt with the wrong kind of people?
Yeah, I will touch on that. Kimberly did mention to me that Rich has thousands and we're talking.
Oh my God. Yeah, I will touch on that. Of course you will. I mean, would we think any different? Come on.
Debt with the wrong kind of people.
Yeah, I will touch on that. Kimberly did mention to me that Rich has thousands and we're talking thousands with a rug king.
How many thousands? 20?
She didn't say, but she said it was thousands.
Is Rich the kind of guy that would
I'll touch on
hand
that.
her
Of
over
course you
to
will.
pay such a debt?
Oh my God.
I'm not sure, but the people that he deals with, they could go after her. I'm not gonna lie. The people that he deals with are very scary. They are in the sea, and they are.
So remember, she hasn't been found yet. No one's been arrested. No one's been implicated by police, and they're just. Would Rich sell her for the debt he owes? I just, or hand. I don't even remember how she said it. It was just kind of gross the way it was said.
From
Oh, okay. Let's keep going.
rug gangs. So
Right,
there's a
Adele.
possibility, and I've been going through that. I've been trying to figure it out myself, and my brain is just, ugh. I'm constantly trying to figure things out every day, all day long. Like, Brad's like, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. I can't take a break. I need to know where my child is. And if she's okay, and if she's safe, and if she's had my grandson, that he's safe and he's okay, and she's got everything that she needs for him right now. And
Cray, they have to use code on TikTok, or they do it. That's what a lot of them do. Like they say rugs instead of drugs, and grape, and they have all kinds of stupid, corny words for actual words that are very meaningful, and in a negative way, but they're still very meaningful and important. They soften them down to things like grape and, rugs and hugs and all the stupid
a million
shit.
things go through my head every day. Like, I'm about to go to counseling because this is getting to me really bad, not knowing where she is.
Oh, really?
Especially when Kimberly brought up the rug thing.
The rug
It like
thing.
blew my mind away. I knew when she was with her second baby daddy that she was a rug runner. I knew that. And I tried to get her out of it, and she wouldn't go. She was like, no, I'm staying.
Why are you telling all this?
And
about
found out that she was hooked on it. So I see why that she wasn't
Oh
leaving.
my God.
But then when she got with Rich, the rugs were more important than her worrying about the baby she's carrying, her worrying about her kids, her worrying about any of that. And it's sad to say, but I'm praying and
She
hoping
does
this
use
is
them
not the
naturally.
case.
Well, Nicole says it's interesting how she uses these words so naturally, these like code words. But I notice like she's on TikTok a lot. Like on her Facebook, she's sharing I think she was on there a lot, making her own videos too, and sharing all kinds of other videos. So maybe she had just like gotten into that culture. I don't know. But I also agree it's interesting.
Hi, Chef.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Just getting a little bit here, a little bit there, and seeing how we can put it all together. But Kimberly, I have a question. Excuse me, Kimberly. Courtney, if you don't mind, Steph, if I can ask a quick question here.
I want to hear his question. But so Tina Girl says, other censor words, some are against TOS, and if they strike you so many times, they'll demonetize you. So I know here on YouTube, a lot of people censor words too, right? Because they're afraid that stream will get demonetized. I don't ever censor them. And very rarely do mine even get demonetized, or it's not actually demonetized. You only get like a percentage of the revenue from ads when it's struck like that. But like I said, like I never, knock on wood, I don't censor anything, and I don't have any issues. So I think sometimes people are a little overly cautious. Now, not on TikTok, because they are way strict over there. I've had videos removed for nothing. But I mean, just here on YouTube.
Sure.
If you
Here we
think that he's dealing with these type of people, why would you say it?
Hey, Bendy.
Why would I say it?
Right. Like you just mentioned a very dangerous organization.
I'm not scared. I'm aware of that, but I'm not scared at all.
Oh, okay.
I have some pretty mean friends out there that would back me up. My husband's aunt is
Oh my.
one person that would back us. And I'm not going to say why or where she's from, but I'm pretty
So
sure
if
that
they are talking like cartel, which is what it seems like, right? Like dangerous organization. You're my husband's aunt. Yeah, she's gonna have your back against the whole fucking cartel, you dumbass.
she would definitely back us.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm not really scared.
So would you say you saw those type of people in the
She'll
neighborhood?
back us.
Can you say that again?
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
my phone
let
went
her
off.
say.
Would you say you saw those type of people in the neighborhood?
I've seen Rich deal with them, yes. I've seen him text them. I've seen him meet up with a couple people. but no names were mentioned. No.
When you've seen them meet up
nothing
with a
like
couple, when you've seen them meet up with a couple people, what kind of vehicles were they in?
blacked out.
What do you mean by blacked out?
Which, everything was blacked out. It was like kind of like an SUV type, but the windows were blacked out. The truck was blacked out. Everything was blacked out.
Like the
And it
car
was
that
a
picked
top.
her,
And you
yeah,
never once
right?
thought to get like a license plate or anything?
Remember, the car that picked up Rebecca was blacked
I never
out.
thought anything like this would come down. This has been over 2 years ago.
Would you think at any time Rich would feed you something that you would benefit from to keep your mouth shut?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I am one of these people. I don't give a shit. I ain't keeping my mouth shut for nothing. That's just me, though. You can't bribe me to keep my mouth shut. You can't do anything to make me keep my mouth shut. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you're such a
Courtney,
badass.
I spy with my little eye a little birdie that has told me that Rich was outside of his house yesterday in hunting gear, full hunting gear with orange on. Yet he's a felon who is not supposed to possess a firearm. Where's he going?
I don't know. And yes, he does have firearms. He pulled a gun on my husband in my house. He come to my house because he was going to kill my husband.
What if he was searching for her? Well, I don't recall the search party saying Rich went on a search. I hope he did. I hope he's involved in that way and helping out and whatnot, but I hadn't heard nothing. Have I told police? No, I just found out about it 5 minutes ago.
He didn't even go to the candlelight visual that was held at Myers parking lot in Cadillac for Becca. He wasn't there
Why weren't you there?
because we were out with the recovery group.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you were on TikTok that night. I spoke to you that night.
yeah. He didn't even go to the vigil. Well, did you go? Apparently not. Like, what is wrong with you?
And I literally asked
But
you.
it happened about 5:30, and we were out with the recovery group then.
That is true. I'll vouch for that. The recovery
Okay.
team was there.
Do you know?
And I thought that was more
Can you
important than
speak on
going
Rich?
to a
Can
candlelight
you
visual.
speak on what Rich used? Can you speak on what Rich used to do to his so-called victims when he was younger? When they were younger, at Uncle Richie's house?
I don't know. Don't know.
You what?
No, he has. I don't know. He has asked my baby cousin for boob pics, and she's only 16.
Have you ever heard him to do anything when people didn't do what he wanted them to do?
I've been raped by him twice.
Did
Have
you
you-
report it?
have-
Hold on.
Sorry,
Hold on.
I did report her,
that night. I spoke to you that night, and I literally asked
but
you.
it happened at 5:30, and we were out with the recovery group then.
That is true. I'll vouch for that. The recovery
Okay.
team was there.
Do you know
And I thought that was more important than
anything about
going
Rich?
to a
Can
candlelight
you
visual.
speak on what Rich used? Can you speak on what Rich used to do to his so-called victims when he was younger? When they were younger, at Uncle Richie's
I
house?
don't know. Don't know.
You what?
No, he has. I don't know. He has asked my baby cousin for boob pics, and she's only 16.
Have you ever heard him to do anything when people didn't do what he wanted them to do?
I've been raped by him twice.
Did you report it?
Sorry.
I did report him, and Webster County didn't do a goddamn thing.
Have you ever heard of any stories about him letting people dig holes and then poke them with nails?
No.
Wait, what was that last part? That threw me
Big
way
holes?
off.
And then poke them with nails?
It's very weird. I don't know. Let's just keep listening. But J13 says, I'm starting to think channels who make money for YouTube can get away with the real words. Tiny channels. Honestly, though, like I said, I've never had an issue. So when there's like several reasons why you can have graphic content in your video, and it being true and educational is one of them. And so maybe that's it, like Kelly was saying. But yeah, I've considered myself a tiny channel, and I don't have an issue. So I don't know. Poke with nails, and I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep listening. What was it? Dig holes and yeah.
No.
No, never to his earlier year victims. Never.
No. I don't know really much about it.
So when
I
you
just know
said
what
when you said that he raped you, like how was he forcible on you?
Okay, the first time he grabbed my arms, and it happened. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but that's what I'm gonna say. And the second time, my husband took our son up to the bus because he was living here at the time, and he pushed me over on my bed. Did that. I ended up losing the baby that I was pregnant with at the time.
Would that have been Rich's baby?
No.
So
Oh my
by your
goodness.
own experience, you are saying that Rich has a tendency, or I mean, he is just a violent person. We know that he is a horrible, yucky, icky. He deserves to be in jail. He don't need to be out on the streets. I'm just going to lay it there because nobody underage is safe from him. And
Well, how do you know that? Well, I don't actually know all of his history, but I do know that like the he's a repeat offender when it comes to the drug stuff, but I do remember like in the beginning learning about this and them saying he was a RSO, but I just don't know the history or if that's even true, but she feels pretty freely to get on here and accuse him of all kinds of stuff. And I like the way he asked, was that your baby? Because I want to hear about whatever relationship they once had. Allegedly, they did. But also we've heard, he's messed with Kimmie. Like there's all kinds of rumors. I would like to know with evidence or, let's just keep listening. Oh my God.
really nobody on earth is safe from him, in my opinion.
Wow.
How many victims, Courtney, do you think Rich has? We know there's 5 convictions, but how many people do you think that he has done something nefarious to in that way?
So 5 convictions. I mean, I think we better double check this. Look up his record.
Probably a lot. That's just the way he is. He gets around any woman and he'll try to sweet talk them, or Rich is just that way. He thinks about sex all the time.
Adele, I'm going to try to find him myself. And the next time we come on for another interview, because we will never get through them all today, probably Saturday, I'll have his records. If you know where that video was, though, I'd be curious to know, just so I can see where they received his records from. But
he is a sick man, and he needs to go to jail for that stuff.
Do you think if they confiscated his phone, they would find underage activity?
Yes. Like I said, my baby cousin is one of his victims right now, and it should be on his phone. It was on Snapchat, so they'd have to go through Snapchat. But he asked her for boob pics, and her mom just now realized that that's what he did, because she finally come out and said something. And then her mom asked her if Rich did something else, and she kind of hesitated and said no. But like I told her mom, I said she might not want to tell you. She might tell somebody else, like a female officer or something like that.
How does he have contact with this underage human being? Is this somebody that he knows, his kid, or?
It was Randy's daughter.
Even though, like, look, until I find the records and I can see everything for myself, I got to be honest, this is uncomfortable. I don't really like the accusations without proof of something so serious. Not that I don't believe it. I do believe there's some stuff there, but also, yeah, I think that let's see the charges. Let's see some kind of proof of something. The shit that she's saying is just absolutely egregious, right? And not that I don't believe it, but it is uncomfortable without. I don't know. That's just how
it's who Rich asked for boob pics
I
from.
want to see the records.
It was Randy's daughter.
That was the records.
That is how Rich is in contact with this child, because of Becca. Because Becca hangs out with the children, which the 16-year-old girl and her brother.
So it's safe to say that Rich is a professional groomer.
Yeah, definitely. I will agree with you there. Yes, he is.
And I want to say, Steph, on behalf of Steph and everybody here, I want to say to the 1.4 million, trigger warning to anybody who's gone through this stuff. We're not really doing this for any other reason but to put pieces of the puzzle together. So I thought I would just throw that out there.
We only got 20.
We have 208,000 likes. Love of God. You can also catch me.
I clear something up.
Sure.
Becca and Rich are not married at all. I want to clear that up.
Thank you,
Oh,
Carol.
wow.
Thank
Samantha.
you.
Okay, thank you.
When was the last time has he ever been married? I mean, was he married? How many times has he been married? I know he has children with other people.
He's never been married.
Never been married.
But he definitely grooms people's little kids.
Mm.
My friend was dating him and she had a little girl. And he
Everybody
went to prison
dated him.
for
My
his
God.
charges. And he put this little girl's name across his neck. Like the mom was going to marry him and she didn't want nothing to do with him when he went. But he put this little girl's name across his neck and it is still there.
Let me see if I can find that, Samantha.
Go ahead, Chef. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just curious. So from what you can remember, these kids that he's grooming, do you think it's a transfer for their moms or dads for rugs for allowing them to groom their children?
No.
Criminal history records.
Does not do rugs. Becca wanted to hang out with the kids because she was with Randy, and the kids like my daughter and they're cousins, so she didn't think anything of it. I'm sure. Rich ain't gonna tell her that he's grooming the kid.
Courtney, can you tell me approximately how long? I understand your description, and I drew the map so I understand the orientation. But when you pulled out of your driveway and across the street, and you sat there while she was waiting for this person to come and get her, how long was that period of time?
I know it was less than 10 minutes.
Richard Fowler.
And during those 10 minutes, is that when you talked about the baby shower and the whatnots?
No, we talked about that before I even pulled out the driveway. Mind you, we got here about 7:30. We got here. I don't know if it was a little bit before 7:30 or a little bit after, but we sat here till like 8:20 and I started backing out the driveway. So it was less than 10 minutes.
During the time that you were sitting there waiting 10 minutes.
Okay, so here we go. Michigan Sex Offender Registry. We have Richard Fowler, 43. I don't know how much information it'll give us here. Compliant. He's compliant, so he's like checks in when he's supposed to and stuff like that. He's active status. Let's see, offenses. Oh my, here we go. Criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree, person 13 to 15. Criminal sexual conduct, 2nd degree assault. Children, accosting for immoral purposes. Criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree. Incapacitated victim. Criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree, person 13 to 15. Oh my. Okay, well, let's go back. And while we're listening, I'm going to look up Brad.
What was happening?
She looked at her phone a couple times and that was it.
Did she say anything to you?
She didn't say anything. And I wasn't going to ask questions because I knew that if I did, it was going to push her away.
What were you doing during this time? Were you on your phone?
No, I was just sitting there tapping my nails on the steering wheel. Like, I can't believe this. Like, I'm going to be up all night because this child wants to go somewhere else. Because I know she's going to want me to take her home. Or is this person going to take her home? Well, when I talked to Rich, she wasn't there. So she had to plan on coming back because she told me she was going to.
Now I have to go back to that map originally, but was Courtney on it as well? Now we have Bradley. Let's take a look at his. Offenses. Oh, wow. Child sexually abusive material, possession of CSAM, and criminal sexual conduct on a kid from 13 to 15. Okay. We should have done this long before now, honestly, but
So I figured, you know what? I'm going to be up all night.
I really want to wrap my head around.
Love
Sorry, I really want to
Richie.
wrap my head around. If you know that Rich is capable of doing what he's doing and he's done what
I don't think it means a disabled child. I think it means like someone who was unconscious, maybe under the influence, something like that, incapacitated.
he's done, why would you want to go bring the cell phone back to him? Seriously, please, from the bottom of your heart, answer that for me.
Didn't think Kimberly had the code. And I know that Rich is very nosy. He's very controlling. So I knew he'd have the code. And I just wanted to see who she talked to last or who she texted last. I just wanted to hurry up and find my daughter before dumb shit happened. You know?
Can I ask a couple questions?
Sure.
So I asked Kimmie this morning,
Who were the
and
other
Kimmie told
ones?
me that she went over to the house alone to go get that third phone the first phone from Rich. Why did Kimmie go alone? I'm sorry?
I couldn't tell you that, but then she said that she took her boyfriend's dad with her.
Okay, so she told me that she went alone to Rich's house to go get the phone. She also told me that she hooked it up to a computer and tried to backlog it, but she crashed her computer, in which the police don't have that computer either. And then she told me that whenever she went to the police station, her boyfriend and I believe her boyfriend's grandfather went with her to go bring the phone to the police station. But you told me that Kimmie, your story is different as far as the phone went. You told me that Kimmie went that morning with her boyfriend to Rich's house, and Kimmie said she went that night.
No, Kimmie told me she went that night. No, she told me she went the next morning to get that phone.
I'm saying that night as in Tuesday night.
No, she told me she went on Wednesday. She said that she went and got the phone. She didn't say Tuesday.
What reason would Kimmie have to discard of her sister?
Oh.
I don't know.
Have they always had a good relationship, or has it been volatile at times?
It's been volatile at times.
But there's no reasonable theory as to why Kimmie would not want her to be on the earth anymore, especially a newborn baby, right?
Is that Raquel?
Correct. But if you want to know something like that, you're going to have to ask Kimmie. I don't know.
I'm dumbfounded, y'all. We got, I guess the public is a little bit shaky right now because it seemed like you and Kimmie were a team, and now you're turning against one another.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, right? Yeah. Is that Raquel, Kelly? And I wanted to read these couple comments. So Robin says, okay, 10 minutes behind. Is the family now accused speaking so much because they're using meth during this searching period? You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but that's kind of interesting. I mean, possibly. I don't know. I couldn't say to be sure, but I suppose that would have you out there talking to everybody with a lot more enthusiasm and energy. And I'm right with you, Stone Lone. Why isn't mandatory life sentences for any child-related charge? First offense, too many repeat offenders. Rehabilitation doesn't seem to actually happen for these issues. No, it doesn't. These people can't be fixed. And I have a strong stance on this. I've said it on my channel many times. I think that as soon as somebody shows that they're capable of doing something like that, or they're attracted to a child, then you need to throw them away. We need to either ship them off to an island they can't get off of, surrounded by sharks, put them all in prison for life, death penalty. I really don't give a fuck. but they definitely should not be out in the public because they won't be rehabilitated. And I guarantee you, most of them will reoffend. And when they do, it'll probably be even worse than before. And the sex offenders that did, don't get me wrong, something absolutely horrific, will go on to do that to someone else and then take their life afterwards. A lot of times that's how it goes. They kind of progress and get worse and worse. Oh, sorry. I get so mad over that because I am right there with you. Why in the fuck are these people who, I mean, Rich, that was a lot of charges. Messing with kids and messing with them when they're incapacitated. You sick fuck. Why in the hell should he ever be out walking in society with all of us and our kids and our loved ones and our moms and our sisters?
Are you concerned?
And our babies and our brothers.
My biggest thing
and
is
our sons.
you don't
Oh,
lie. This
sorry.
is freaking serious.
Ugh.
Like, we need to find your sister, and you're out here lying.
Yes, Agatha.
Like, that pisses me off as a mother. You know, you don't lie. You just don't lie when it comes to this stuff. I need her to be truthful so that we can actually find out where her sister is. And she wants to sit here and lie about everybody that I'm threatening her. I've never threatened her, and I'm not going to.
Raquel is a person that used to write Wade Wilson really crazy emails, and when Melissa was going over them, she was coming around and emailing and different stuff like that. And she does have a strange way of speaking.
She just doesn't get it. Like, lying is okay, and it's not. It's not helping. It's not helping
we don't
find
lie.
my daughter.
Hey, Courtney. So, it's my understanding that you went to go pick up Rebecca between 6:30 and 7. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
And you are saying
Yes.
that Rebecca didn't leave with his vehicle till 8:30, correct?
It was about 8:30. Yes.
So what were you guys doing in that time?
We were sitting in my driveway talking. We were planning a baby shower because she wanted it perfect. And I told her that I didn't know who she'd all want to come, so she's going to have to do that. And she started naming off friends that she wanted to come. I told her, I said, this isn't no rug friends, right? And she's like,
This isn't no rug friends,
no, Mom,
right?
this has nothing to do with that. I said, nope.
This is fucking sad. If that is true at all, she was excited about a baby shower and wanted it to be perfect. It is unreal. She is absolutely evil. I just don't understand. And that is just so sad to even think about. Kelly, I like the way you described her. I thought it was colorful. But no, dude, what the fuck, man? I can't stand this lady. That is sad. You know, oh God. A lot of you guys know, you know, what it's like to want to have like a nice baby shower and stuff. And
Okay, you know.
I had said before, but like these cases have always caught my attention. You know, this one in a different way. It's really like I'm just completely invested at this point. But like, what's more special and sacred than being able to like have a baby? You know, not only can you like grow a baby and somehow have it and survive that horrific pain, but then you can actually give it life off of your own body, right? You can sustain life. It's just special and sacred, and it's really sad.
Cool. I don't really want her around people like that, you know. As a mom, I'm supposed to worry about her. But like, she was naming off names and she was all happy-go-lucky. So when she got out of my car and opened the door and said that she was coming back, I believed her. Like, that Saturday, I didn't take any of the baby stuff out because I was hoping that she'd show up. Like, I was praying that she would show up. And that didn't.
In your opinion, Courtney, would you ever imagine that? Because you said you didn't see who was in that black car, correct?
Correct.
So would you ever believe that it could have potentially been Richie?
It could have. I didn't see who was in the car. It was pitch black. And I wasn't going to get out to see who was in the car.
I can't believe we're almost done with this one, you guys. Wow. What are we going to do next?
Yeah.
We're
Who is
learning
Chrissy?
something else tonight.
I don't know.
Here's something else.
Because I
So,
just was in another panel and I asked Kimberly where she was the night she went to get the phone, and she said she took Richie to an apartment complex the night she went to get the first phone to a lady named Chrissy, who is a friend of a friend.
I don't know.
yes, Agatha. Let me just
Right?
take a second.
Me
For
too.
people who are curious and maybe don't know, yes, the woman who is speaking and doing this interview has now been charged with her murder. And let me tell you what else. Here's her charges. First degree murder. Shoot. I exited the page. 1 second. Okay. First degree murder, felony murder, torture, conspiracy to commit torture, assault on a pregnant individual causing marriage, stillbirth, and more. This is according to the Detroit Free Press, who just was listing off some of them. They each have 8 charges, and they seem to like they are they don't seem to be. They are identical charges.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Paige lives in an apartment complex.
Chrissy has entered the chat.
She said to me,
Oh,
I'm
she
over
has,
in text
sorry.
live and Kimberly's in a box. And I said, where was you the night you went to get Rich's phone? She said, blind guy was with her when they went to get the phone. And that Rich had asked for a ride to an apartment complex to a young lady named Chrissy. And Chrissy is a friend of a friend. And then he said he wanted to go to sleep. So I'm a little confused on who's Chrissy and where that apartment complex, if you would have known about a Chrissy in an apartment complex. She said it was downtown. So
Brad.
I'm
I just asked Brad if
downtown
he
where?
let me get clarification. Hold on. I'm in
You said
another
downtown Manson?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Let me ask real quick.
Paige lives
Really?
next to a restaurant named the North Side in Manhattan.
In downtown
So-
Manhattan or close to it.
Right. But there's other apartment complexes. There's like, how many answers? There's like 2 or 3 other
Still
ones
right
there.
there. Oh, Bradley. We got 10 minutes left of this
So
one, and
just-
we're
just
going
a-
to through it pretty quick.
Why would he go there? Why?
More like 5 or
Hold on. Pause.
You already know, girlfriend. You already know.
I can't even process. Is he that addicted to it?
She just confirmed that it was
Yeah.
downtown Manhattan.
Okay, but there is,
Yes.
The one,
Pages and
and then another one, and then there's one that you got to kind of go on the back skirts of Manhattan, and then there's those ones.
Mm-mm.
So was it Paige's apartment complex, or was it on the other side of Paige's apartment complex, or was it down the road? Because those are the only ones that are on Main Street. I used to live in Manhattan, sorry, so I know.
Mm.
We're just like, this is hard to process and keep up with.
My head hurts. Like my head is. I've taken medicine. I've taken anxiety medicine. I've taken focus gummies because I need to focus more, and nothing's working. I think I'm about to explode, y'all. I might have a heart attack.
You are not the only one, trust me.
So Courtney, just
You're not
quickly here. So in an hour in almost an hour and a half sitting with Becca, right? Shortly after she disappeared and we still don't know where she is. I want to know more. How many times did her cell go off? Her cell phone go off?
Like 3-4 times, but she never looked at it. But when I went in the house to go get the tripods, and I told the detectives this too, when I got back in the car, she had her phone in her hand, and it looked like she deleted something and then shut her phone down.
It looked like she deleted something. You got to be kidding me. Oh my
Like
God.
close it
Okay.
so it was black. Like she didn't think I was
Whatever.
going to see it, but I did see it.
But Courtney, I know it would be hard to see that your daughter had some involvement with the disappearance of your other daughter. However, don't you think that this is conversations for police and not a TikTok live?
Everybody is believing what Kimberly is saying. So I want everybody to know that
What? You got to be shitting me. Don't you think these are conversations for police and not a TikTok live? From the fucking person broadcasting the live, asking the questions. Oh my God. Okay.
It would be hard to see that your daughter had some involvement with the disappearance of your other daughter. However, don't you think that this is conversations for police and not a TikTok live?
everybody is believing what Kimberly is saying. So I want everybody to know that what she's saying is a lie. And
Oh my
according to the
God.
detective, I guess, according to her, she's not a suspect.
Should she be?
Oh my God, me too, Samantha.
Steph, I have a question. I'm literally confused, y'all, because I've been listening with my own two good ears, and I know what I heard. So when you asked her, y'all were sitting in the driveway, what did y'all talk about? She said, we didn't talk about anything. I tapped my nails on the steering wheel. Then when Chef asked her what they talked about,
Okay, just one second. I want to, I want to hear this, but I also want to address Kimberly's comment. So Kimberly asked, why is she so hell-bent on throwing her own daughter under the bus? She didn't raise Kimberly either, correct? Exactly. No, she didn't. The GoFundMe that was done by the sister of the adopted mom said that the mom adopted these girls or first got them. So they wouldn't have been adopted at first, right? It would have taken a little bit of time, but she first got them in her care when Rebecca was 1 and Kimberly was 1 month old.
am I crazy?
No,
She then said they talked about the baby
You
shower.
got it mixed up.
Is it a
No,
different
you got
night?
it mixed up.
Tell me how I've got it mixed up.
Okay, when we sat in the driveway,
She be?
Okay, sorry. I know that we're trying to get through this, but I just want to hear this lady confront her
Steph,
from the
I have a
beginning.
question. I'm literally
not gonna
confused, y'all,
pass.
because I've been listening with my own two good ears, and I know what I heard. So when you asked her, y'all were sitting in the driveway, what did y'all talk about? She said, we didn't talk about anything. I tapped my nails on the steering wheel. Then when Chef asked her what they talked about, am I crazy? She then said they talked about the baby
you
shower.
got it mixed up.
Is it a
No,
different
you got
night?
it mixed up.
Tell me how I've got it mixed up.
Okay, when we sat in the driveway, we were talking about the baby shower and getting it perfect.
Ain't it the
When
same night?
No, listen to me.
Okay,
When we
listen.
pulled out and sat across from my driveway is when we were waiting for the people to show up. And yes, it was the same night that I was tapping my nails on the steering wheel, just sitting there waiting.
Okay.
Don't get it mixed. Don't get it
It's not
twisted.
mixed. The point is, what did y'all talk about before your daughter went missing? Like, you are playing with these people at this point, Courtney. Like, y'all
We
all
did
had
not
something to hide, and we're
We
tired
didn't
at this
say
point.
anything. We didn't say anything when we were sitting there waiting.
Why is she
I didn't
doing
say
a
anything.
finger?
I didn't want to piss her off. I didn't want to make her mad at me. So I just sat there quietly because I knew if I would have said something to her, she would have went off on me. I just didn't want that.
Oh yeah, because you're just this poor little thing, and she would just go off on you. She was so vicious.
I don't want conflict with my children.
Okay, you just said while we were waiting on these people. So more than one person?
The car. I don't know if there was more than one. I don't know if it was a guy. I don't know if it was a girl. I'm assuming it was a guy.
Okay, Kimberly.
And I'm
no
assuming
worries.
there might have been people in there. I don't know for sure. I didn't get out of the car because I knew it would piss her off. My daughter is 22 years old. I mean, she's an adult. She can do what she wants.
I just got confirmation that Chrissy is Sheila's friend, which Sheila is the regular.
Oh boy.
I'm just going to take a second to say, look, please don't come in here just going off about anything else but this case, just out of respect for the case, right? We're not going to come on here and talk about some kind of celebrity drama or politics or, YouTube drama. We're talking about this, and I would just appreciate that so much. Thank you, guys.
We have 255,000 likes. Insane. You guys are doing an amazing job. Tapping us.
Oh my God.
What is the longest amount of time, Courtney, that has went between
Just kidding.
that you and Rebecca have not spoken? Is this the longest amount of time?
No, when she first got with Rich, because I didn't approve of it, and there's reasons, and everybody would know why. She didn't speak to me for like 3 or 4 months because she was so pissed off at me. But some way or another, I've always talked to my children.
You got a Band-Aid?
Uh-oh. Nana didn't know she clicked to come up here. Sometimes we catch people in the moment. The join button is so close to the like button, it gets mixed up sometimes. Hey, Dick's mom, I see you. Thank you for being in here. You are seemingly, embracing all of the doubts. Now, when I come in here, I said that I believe that you may have had something to do with this, just based on the evidence that I've heard so far. But I do have to also bring up that we do not see Rich talking and trying to defend his own honor. I think it's because he is ashamed that he has gotten caught on less honorable things, if you know what I mean. Do you find it odd that he is not on platforms talking, or is he following the police's instructions not to be doing such a thing?
He's probably out doing rugs. That's why he's not on here. But I have to go. I got to make dinner for my son.
I understand. Thank you, Courtney, for your time.
Okay, so we will have that linked in the description for people who want to watch on their own without my commentary. Now, what are we going to do? I think Nicole wanted to go listen to Kimberly, and look, it's actually right after this. So we have the first interview we listened to. Then we just finished this one. Then we have something that's called a live confession. The sister of missing Rebecca Park tells it all. What else does she know? Now, I am going to do something just for a second. That's his transcript. We're not going to listen to all of this, obviously, tonight. We'll finish it. We'll finish it. I hate to stop and have days in between for one interview. But I do think I need to cover some updates. And with Stearns, like I had told you guys yesterday, and Anna Kepner, there's a hearing tomorrow. So maybe Saturday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know the best way to do it. But all right, let me look for something just for a second. Hold on. Daughter. Okay. I just want to find something, and then we'll start from the beginning. When your daughter is missing, come on, Kimberly. When me and my daughter were there. Here we go. Listen to this part.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it.
This is Kimberly, Rebecca's sister. This is her sister that has been with her since they were 1 and 1 month old, going to foster care to be adopted, okay? Close sister. That's almost like a twin relationship, right? Super close in age, been through a lot together. Here's what she has to say about Courtney, which is bio mom. So this is Kimberly, Rebecca's sister, and she's talking about Courtney.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it. Right, they're called Irish twins when they're that close in age. I wouldn't listen without her comments breaking up the ick. You guys are the best. I'd rather listen with you too. Honestly. Okay. Suddenly had to go when interviewer said she was sus of her. Okay. So I guess we're just going to start at the very beginning. Let's see. I think when I had looked before, she maybe wasn't up there initially. Or was she? Is this her? Maybe so.
Yes, they are on the Big YT. I gave the exact coordinates according to the screenshot. So it's very important. Since Courtney's not going to come on this panel, I need everybody, and I'll go back and look at my own show, but I need all audio of Courtney saying that it is on the main 2-track. All audio. Now, I have something to show you.
Oh, Amber, I love that.
Not that nobody has been there. I don't think they have, because we were talking about that. She don't have, she is out in town and don't have a good signal. That's okay. I'll continue. But a family member.
Courtney is out in town.
I gave the exact coordinates.
She said.
Yes, they are on the Big YT. I gave the exact coordinates
according to the screenshot that Rich sent, to a family member who drove down there and recorded all of it for us. Not just a simple search down the 2-track, not just a little over here and a little over there. We done the whole drive, and where the coordinates landed will shock you.
Okay.
Let me come in here from my other account so that I can show you the video. "22 seconds.
That's her, right?
This
Oh,
one comes to
wow.
Courtney's house. This is the direction that the phone was coordinated. Like the exact coordinates is down this way.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my God, how sad.
And this is where the pin is exactly where the phone was. This is where it pinged at. It's out in this area. This is not the main 2-track. This is off of the main 2-track. That is by Courtney's.
Wow, you guys. This is the backside of Courtney's.
Yeah.
It's just very eerie to see, right?
Did I put those backwards, Frey? Let me just do this.
Is this her or is
Let's
she
start
the
here
next
because
one
I know
that
that this
comes
one's
in?
the
For
beginning.
some reason.
So here we are on the main 2-track, okay? This is why it was so important for me to ask the question, where
Can't see
exactly
your phone, lady, but okay. Your
was
lights
the
are
phone
good.
found? But as you can see, if you're following this video, we did
Mel.
not stay on the 2-track.
Good to see you. Mel said, how scary. This is one of the last views she saw before she was taken. I know. That is what I was thinking. Like, imagine this is the last thing she saw. She was forced to lay down out there on the ground. It is rural. And I don't know exactly how far it was from her. I just know it was all close and somewhat in behind Courtney's house too, you know. But oh my God. Yeah. Right behind Courtney's home.
We are going by coordinates. Oh, look. Wait. Oh, uh-oh.
What?
Where are we going? We're not on the 2-track. I don't know where we are, but this is 2 mud tracks. It's not really a car track. I'm shocked she didn't get stuck.
It's a 4-wheeler path.
I said, I want you to drive all the way to the exact coordinates, and I want video.
Oh my God. Okay, Nancy Grace.
We may be still going down the main one, but let me show you where it branches off. That's where the important part is.
Do you think she ran out there, ran for her life? No, I don't think so, because there was more than one person. It'd probably be hard to get to try. And we know that, according to prosecutors, Courtney went and got her, or one of them went and picked her up and brought her to the house. And then they forced her into another vehicle, made her get out and lay on the ground. That is when they started the C-section, right? To try to do C-section. And yeah. She does remind of Nancy Grace in some of those clips. Why is she yelling at us? We didn't do anything. Mel says the phone was found to the right where it splits. She was found to the left. Courtney told them to go left, and they found her right. We watched that clip where Courtney was telling them, the night before. And was she saying the phone would have been to the left too, but it was actually to the right? That's the way I understood it, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Yes, that's what I believe, Coffee. They were researching how
I don't think
to do
they
a
have.
C-section.
I don't think
Which,
so.
in other cases like this, that is what's happened. We've seen that before, where they will watch videos or, documentaries, read books about how to do a C-section. Stabbed first and then forced to lay down. I have the quote, though, somewhere. I can try to find it while we listen. Let me look.
Okay. So then what happens? I know you can't see me, but it's fine. Then what happens? Okay. So now we have to go off the side.
Okay, here it is. Yep, you're right, Amber. You are right. Okay. This is a case of premeditated torture and murder, said the county prosecutor. These two individuals created a plan, conducted research. Mr. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home, forced her into another vehicle, and took her into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lay on the ground while they cut her baby out, ultimately caused her death and the death of the baby. This is frankly evil personified. I muted it.
Still going. Now. Oh, whose truck is that? So that's coming back down. Let me go to the video where she gets up to the spot. I think I had gotten them backwards. Yeah, here it is. This one is what I should have showed you less, because that one is the main, and then she comes off the side. Now, the main track is the main 2-track, but then there is a curve, which we could see the curve. It's no shot for that. It's a curve, but I just thought that it curved a little bit to where it was kind of thrown off of the track like side. No, this is a whole ass. We're going over this way. We're getting completely off the 2-track, and we're going way down here.
Okay.
Let me turn my ringer off. But it was on a 2-track, but not the 2. What's up here? And I'm trying to do
Where's Kimberly? I swear.
I understand.
Wait, it was at 1 hour when she said that about her biological mom. So is this her picture? It's hard for me to figure out which is her.
Cares more about your child than you do getting up off your ass and going to search for her. You know why you didn't go search for her? Because I've said all along, Steph, the one that spoke out on the first day has used his right to remain silent and hasn't spoke since. But the loudest one, who's that been? Courtney. Mm-hmm. Courtney. And guess where Courtney's placing that blame? On Rich. So is Kimmie all of a sudden. So is Trusting God. They're all working together.
This is the first time I've been in contact with this group, but I've been working really closely with another creator by the name of True Crime Nicole.
Hold on, you guys.
Since Courtney's not going to come on this panel, I need everybody, and I'll go back and look at my own. Come on, Kimberly. Why would you throw your phone out the window when your daughter is missing? You need that phone. All she has to do is not open up TikTok no more. Have I uncovered something, Kimberly? Why is she nervous right now?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's her account right there.
Do you want this to be
Finally,
over?
we got it. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so this is Kimberly. Finally, we that was her. She was just sitting up there silent for her to go over that video, I guess, which is interesting considering she's the one who took the phone to law enforcement and stuff. You'd think she would have a comment. But regardless, okay, let's hear what she has to say. Now, we know, according to the local news, that her criminal complaint says that she lied to police about what happened to her sister. But we also know her charges haven't been dropped, but her bond was dropped a lot. And she's released. So let's have a listen to what she had to say. Looks like she came up and down a couple times, but
We have 199,000.5 likes. I know tapping is clapping. We're going to get to 200,000 likes pretty quickly. We have 1 soon. If your sister hasn't returned back safely, that I could get this story on national news. Your mom won't go on, but would you?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Why do you think your mom would say no? I don't want to do that.
I don't know.
oh, Bullshit, I hope you get some rest. Mel, I don't know. But you only had to have 10%. It was a
Go
$5,000
search.
bond.
How much is the reward money? Mel
$1,000.
wasn't here. I don't know if she still is, but to my knowledge, I don't know if it's changed, that she is the one doing the reward. And I believe that's around 15,000 at this point. I don't know.
She's very quiet to be
Kim,
on a panel.
before this, did y'all ever go on TikTok panels or hang out on TikTok or social media in the way that you do now?
Great question.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I usually scroll through TikTok every day.
So why? So there are. Why reach out? Well, I wouldn't say that your mom reached out for help, but clearly you want the national exposure because somebody somewhere saw something. But then she gets, she's mad. I mean, I know I'm asking you, and you can't answer for her because you're not her. You're two different people. I just can't rack my brain. Why love us one night, hate us another?
I can't
Were
answer
you,
for her.
were you raised by your mom?
I was raised by my foster parents, my adopted parents.
When had you always had contact with your mom growing up? About mom?
No.
When did that contact begin?
When I was 17. And from what I've been told, that she wasn't supposed to have contact till the youngest was of 18.
I'm like trying to open a gummy.
Did she reach out for contact with you or vice versa?
She reached out for contact with me. She was the one that initially started this whole conversation.
Bounty hunter, I don't know. There's not a request button for you at all. You have enough followers. Let me try to follow back and see if that works. Because your account is private. So you have to hit the button, the request button, the little blue and pink person. That's why I can't send you an invite, because your account is private. Do you understand that if you know anything, I'm not accusing you at all, but if you know anything at all, and you're not giving it to the police, that you could be charged with accessory after the fact?
We're lying to police.
Like I've been telling everybody, I don't know anything. I really don't.
There we go. I think it's going to work now.
Okay, let's see what questions he has for her. We'll watch a few more minutes. I'll let you guys go. We've been here for a while. But, Mel, excuse me. So I had seen rumors that it was her biological dad that found her. I didn't know if that was true. Now I see many of you, 3 of you guys saying that in the chat. So it's really interesting because I believe you guys. But yeah, I didn't know if it was true, so I didn't repeat it. I kind of just heard it and, kept it in the back of my mind, I suppose. But
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So I got one big question. Remember who I am? I was the one that your mom keeps referring to as a recovery team that was
That makes me feel like I'm old.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but do you remember me?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Would you be willing to meet up with my team and only my team and take us to that area in that video and show us exactly where it is?
I mean, yeah.
Would you be willing to do this by yourself?
I mean, I'm only home with my boyfriend, and I usually don't go anywhere with him unless it's for our work.
Okay. Would you be willing to meet up with my team and take me out there?
Depends on when.
You name the time, preferably sooner than later.
I mean, we could do it tonight. I could like give you my cell phone number.
With everything going on right now, I don't feel comfortable taking my team out there in the middle of the night. I prefer to do that during the daytime. That way I can coordinate it with law enforcement so they know that we're going out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you like a private message.
Absolutely. I also do have one more question. When I was there searching the property, I noticed that there was torn up couches next to that shed that was stated that the dogs tore them up. Can you explain to me why it looked like they were cut instead of a dog tearing them up?
Couches next to the shed.
Yes, ma'am. Facing the house, it'd be on the right-hand side, the first shed that we were brought to. Right in front of the white truck that we were told to stay away from.
I didn't even know there was couches out there. I haven't been out there.
Ma'am, you've been there quite a bit more than you like to admit.
Oh my God. But how does she? I mean, it's not her house. Come on, bro. All right.
Like the brown couches that are out there?
Oh, absolutely. You all of a sudden remember them, huh?
Those have been there for quite a while, as far as I know. When me and
As
my
far
daughter
as you
was there
know,
back in January.
can you let me know then why I have pictures from October 27th of those couches being in the house? And also a chair in the house as well. That chair is also located next to the shed.
There's a chair. Okay, now I'm confused. Last time I knew there was a brown couch out there by the shed when me and my daughter were there back in January.
Hey, while you're at it, tell Trust I said hi. Is that Trust and God in the background we just heard? Brendan?
No, that's my old man.
Brendan, the one that you went to dinner with 2 nights ago, right?
No, Brendan and I, yeah, we went out for dinner. But that's not who I'm dating. That was my
So
boyfriend, Matthew Burns.
Do you make a common occurrence of taking random guys out to dinner when you're with an old man?
No, we were bringing my old man back food too.
Why is he so aggressive with her? I
He
mean,
gave me
I
money to
guess
go get
we're
Burger King.
missing their first introduction in person. Yeah, right, Samantha. That's what I'm thinking. Why are you acting like that? This is a long interview. Let's see how long she's on here. Go ahead.
These couches is the new. Excuse me if I'm losing my words here. Why is the couch torn up? Are you? It looks like part of it's been cut out as to get rid of the material.
Yes, ma'am. They stated to me that the dogs tore the furniture up. Well, I'm well aware of what a dog can do to a couch, and it would not be an organized straight line cut.
No dog I've ever seen do that one.
Bounty Hunter, didn't you find it funny, like sort of like a page straight out of the book, that the seat of their beloved truck that they keep under a tarp, so much so that they wouldn't keep a can of paint in it, but now the front seat material is gone because somebody vandalized and put paint all inside of their truck. You believe that?
Do you mean the same truck that I have Rich on recording stated that picked up Rebecca the night that she disappeared?
I have no idea who he is, but I do know that she called him Bounty Hunter. Okay.
Material is gone because somebody vandalized and put paint all inside of their truck. You believe that?
Do you mean the same truck that I have Rich on recording stated that picked up Rebecca the night that she disappeared?
Yes, sir.
I find that very weird, especially when I was not able to search that truck when I was on the property.
Wait a minute. Let me hear that again.
Truck that they keep under a tarp.
Okay.
Bounty Hunter, didn't you find it funny, like sort of like a page straight out of the book, that the seat of their beloved truck that they keep under a tarp, so much so that they wouldn't keep a can of paint in it, but now the front seat material is gone because somebody vandalized and put paint all inside of their truck. You believe that?
Do you mean the same truck that I have Rich on recording stated that picked up Rebecca the night that she disappeared?
Yes, sir.
I find that very weird, especially when I was not able to search that truck when I was on the property.
Wait. So they have a truck that they love and cherish, and they keep it under a tarp. And this truck picked Rebecca up, allegedly, according to Rich, the night that she went missing when she was picked up from her friend. The truck now has no fabric on the seat because of vandalism with paint. Huh.
The first one to talk is normally the best one to get the deal. That's all I got to say.
I listen.
I say that I did that truck.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
My little brother Bentley was trying to pin the paint in the truck on me, saying I vandalized it.
Oh, okay.
my
Can we
God.
go ahead?
What color was the
Exactly
paint
what
that
I
got
was
spilled in the truck?
thinking,
Something that big, it'd be pretty easy to remember.
What color was the paint that spilled in the truck? Oh my.
Go ahead.
What color was the paint that got spilled in the truck? Something that big, it'd be pretty easy to remember.
No.
Kim, do you know what color the paint was?
Not in the middle of a very active
Bentley said it
investigation.
was white paint.
Listen, I have no problem with, I honestly think like for cold cases and stuff, like PIs, private investigators, like even armchair detectives, I think it's great like that people are willing to try to help. But in a case that is very active and police are, investigating in the moment, I think you need to take a step back and let them do their job. Once you feel like they're not doing their job, right? Or something like that, like that's different. But yeah.
At any time, do you
Right, Shirley
recall
Farmhouse.
seeing
This is
any
going
white
too
paint
far. This is for police to
around
do.
the truck, or remember them having projects where they needed white paint?
Wait, okay.
No,
I
ma'am.
saw
And when
one
I
of
walked
the,
across the truck, I did get a quick visual in it from the driver's side. I did not see any paint in there.
oh my. Okay. Mel says the truck was towed. Courtney met searchers each the property but told them they couldn't go near the truck. I saw one of the vehicles that was being towed, a burgundy like van. What color was the truck? White? Or wait, the paint was white. Y'all let me know if you know what color the truck was. I want to bitch slap him. Pussycat said. Is it silver, Pussycat?
The other, I want you guys to really make a mental note of this paint situation, because we have Brad, who is an all-American boy with 10 children of his own, and the right for Americans to protect their lands. He come all the way out to the end of his driveway. I saw you the video that somebody took me of people simply wanting to do a search, and he was yelling at them, obscenities to them in front of their own kids. But when somebody goes and pours paint in the beloved white truck with the red top,
Agree.
no videos
Shirley
made,
Farmhouse.
no mean
I
words
agree.
are said, no police are called, no police report is made. Oh, Brad is quiet as a sweet old teddy bear. Now, why are you so pissed over people searching? But you're not really that mad over your truck.
Real quick, how often are the dogs inside?
Can you hear me? It's in the kennel.
Hang on, Mel.
Just one moment.
How often are the dogs inside, Kim?
Augie's usually always in his kennel, and Demon's just usually roaming around.
And how many dogs do you guys have out there? And can you disclose their breed, please?
There's 3 of them. He's got a cane corso, boxer pity mix, and then another boxer. No, Brad's like a pitbull or something. Pitbull Great Dane.
So I'm sure we can both agree they're pretty big dogs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the area that the dogs are kept in during the day in the exterior of the home, what is that terrain like? Is it sand, dirt, grass, cement?
Dirt.
Okay, so when those dogs come in the house, would they typically track dirt into that house?
White
Yes.
truck, red. Okay.
So can you explain to me why there was a
Sounds
brand
like
new
it's
carpet,
bomb.
almost like it was cut to a square on the middle of the living room floor that looked like it was brand new with no dirt?
That one I can't explain.
It's kind of weird. New couches, new carpet.
I know that carpet and that couch was there when Becca and I did that dinner. Oh. But they weren't in the same spot.
Meet Boo Bear. I've been in contact with her since day one of the search. We have solid proof that what you just told us is a lie.
Absolutely, sure do. Just to back it up with the inside of the house. The door has been totally ripped up out of that house. got pictures just days before Becca went missing with the carpet in the house. The furniture has been replaced and all the furniture moved. So where's the carpet?
And also, and where is the baby bouncer that was there the day that Becca passed or Becca disappeared? Sorry.
I have no idea.
It was sitting right there on top of the snake cage.
That I don't know where it went.
So you didn't deny that it was there. Thank you.
No, it was there. I remember seeing it there, but where it went now, I have no idea.
This is where I'm going to recommend you assist either law enforcement or my team, which is not affiliated with any form of law enforcement at all. We are just volunteers in this case, with locating Becca.
100% willing to cooperate.
When are
Now?
we going to be out?
Oh, sorry. We're about to pause, you guys.
Yes.
Let's meet tomorrow at Meyer. Let's meet tomorrow at Meyer.
Hey, I was just wanting to know your thoughts. Any other thoughts? You said you had photos and whatnot.
I do. I absolutely do. And thank God I saved them to my phone because when talking to Bounty Hunter, we had a discussion and I said, wait a minute, let me go back through my photos because it didn't make sense. So I confirmed with my daughter, who actually was in that house probably about, wasn't too long. I confirmed the carpet in there. Well, then I decided to go back through pictures before people started shutting down Facebooks and things. And I'm like, wow, this is convenient. It was there. And then literally just a couple days after Becca goes missing, where does it go? Where does it go? You know, why all of a sudden do you need to rip the carpet up out of your house? And I want Becca. This is going.
What would the carpet be part of this? You know, because it happened out in the woods. I don't know, but okay, we're gonna stop here because there's a lot left, and it'll be, you know, it'll take us probably 2 hours to go through what's left in this interview. The title is Live Confession. The sister of missing Rebecca Park tells it all. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. I hadn't heard this. I clicked in and skipped around a little bit, and I just happened to hit that part where she says Courtney threatened her. And that's when I played that clip for you guys, like on day 1 or 2 of us talking about this. But otherwise, you know, that's all I've heard, like skipping around a little bit here, a little bit here. Now, I did the same thing too. Then I was confused about if she was up on panel and when she came up. Now we know. So let's just take a look. We're at 34 minutes. We're going to watch a quick video Amber sent of the prosecutor describing what I read. But let me just see. So 34:23. She's still on panel at 38. She's still on panel at 42. Looks like she jumps off. She says, get down for just a second while we do this battle to battle. Oh my. This is what pays the bills. Wait, the phone calls, the research, all of this is what pays the bills. Okay. The battling is like who can get the most donations is literally what it is. Who can get their viewers to give them more donations, me or you, and whoever wins the battle. So whatever. We're going to skip past that. So they come back up. 59. I don't see her. I see the bounty hunter dude, though. He came right back up. And did she come up with a different picture and it's this one this time? No, there she is. Okay. She's back up there. She doesn't stay the whole time. I don't know. She's still up there then. There's quite a bit that she's up there, but I don't know. I guess we just have to play it by ear. So I will have this, if you want to listen to it ahead of time before we come together to listen, it's going to be linked in the description in 5 minutes, and I'm dropping it in the chat right now. Then we're just going to go over to Amber's channel for a quick second. And she uploaded a short of the prosecutor discussing this plan, that quote that I've said a few times. Please go check out Amber's channel. I can't wait for her to cover this weekend. I'm excited. oftentimes she'll send me the link, and if I'm free, I'm so coming up because I can't wait to talk to somebody about it. Here's the live. Okay. Now. Bye, kindness. Have a great night. Okay, so thank you, Nicole B. You rock. I think Kimberly definitely blabbed. Well, we're going to listen to her interview. Like, do you think that I should just do it back to back since it's one interview? I don't know. I will think on it. And if anybody has any like strong thoughts, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just play it by ear with the other things that we have to bounce because that hearing tomorrow, the Kepner case, I'm really looking forward to hearing some kind of news. All right. So here is Amber's channel. I'm going to drop the link to this now. Let's have a listen.
These two individuals created a plan, conducted research. Ms. Bartholomew brought.
Oh, sorry, Craig. ATS News. I'm dropping it right now.
Another vehicle and took her into the woods where they stabbed her.
I'm a terrible YouTuber. I talked right over the clip, but I'm sorry, Craig. Amber's channel is ATS News, but the link just got dropped in the chat. Okay.
These two individuals created a plan, conducted research. Ms. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home. They forced her into another vehicle and took her into the woods where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out and ultimately caused her death and the death of the baby. They then left Rebecca in the woods. This is frankly evil personified, and I would ask the court to hold her.
You're so welcome for the links. You're so welcome. And thank you guys for being here. I mean, I seriously, I'm tired and I feel like I need to go rest. But I also, part of me feels like I could sit here all night and listen to all of it back to back to back with you guys. But anyway, that is it. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm outside again. You know what? And now that I have the heater outside, like it's going to be hard to get me to stream anywhere else at nighttime. It is so relaxing. I like it so much better. I can smoke a cigarette if I want to. I have on this long hoodie blanket and a jacket and my little heater, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to this weekend hanging out with you guys and getting through some more of these. Yeah. I appreciate you guys. If you want the links to the articles and stuff, give me 5 minutes after this ends and they'll be in the description. So I emailed you about the Discord. Yay, Coffee and Skeletons. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, let me say that again. If you guys are a member here and oh my gosh, Amber, I'm so excited. If you guys are a member here and you want to be part of this new true crime Discord I started, it's got one room. I'm not really good at Discord yet, but I'm going to maybe like make it better as we go. But it's just one room and like the voice chat, and it's true crime only. And we've been talking about this case and some other stuff, throughout the day, but mainly this case right now. And yeah, if you're a member here or on the Patreon, that's why I created it, like to do something I've always wanted to do for like Patreon, like watch with me's and research with me and hang out and watching like documentaries, but you have to stream through YouTube and they'll kick you. I've tried to do it and they booted me. So I felt like this was a cool way to offer that and be able to do kind of stuff like that, because you can share screen and do phone calls, group calls, and all kinds of cool stuff. And then Amber said, I was literally hoping you'd want to join. I am so excited because I definitely do. Just let me know which night you're going to do it. And then Samantha, it's easy, you guys. It is an app and a website, Kimberly. But like I first downloaded it to talk to like Dietz and Jones and Nanya there because that's really where they talk the most. And the voice chats are pretty cool. And then I like joined a couple awesome Discords, and yeah, it should be easy. Like if you want to join, I'll send you the link. When you get it, it'll prompt you to like enter your Google account or start your own account, and then you'll be in the group, and it's just like a big chat room. and you can pin stuff and stuff like that. Yes, you can. It's on the bottom of the screen. Send it to alexerickson@gmail.com. It is evil personified. Awesome. Yeah, please, Kimberly. I'd love for you to join Samantha. And hey, Vanessa, I'm super late. Yeah, we're ending, but we have a lot more to go through, and we're going to do it. I promise. I look forward to doing it with you guys. I'm enjoying it. I'm very interested in this, and I enjoy the conversation around it. And I can't wait to see how it like plays out this next week. I mean, December 9th is 5 days away. That's when we have the probable cause hearing for Kimberly. Are we, cutie pie? Should learn how to read. No, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Sorry, I gotta look over here to my chat. You're like, why are you looking over? We probably are, cutie pie. I hope so. We should be. But yeah, that's it. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh, a Snuggie, kind of. It's a hoodie blanket. Like, it's like, don't laugh at me, but I mean, you can. I don't care. It's just like a really long, like it has this big pocket, and I carry like my phone or snacks or whatever, and it like touches the ground, so it's super warm. And then I have this little heater here. It's perfect. But yes, your colorful descriptions are absolutely welcome. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let you go. I am tired as hell, but yeah, I can't wait to keep going through this. I can't wait to talk about Stephen Stearns. There was a new phone call. We have the new documents. Like, that's going to be really interesting. So stay tuned. I hope you guys will join me for that, or I'll see you this weekend on Amber's or somewhere. And yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm just going to ramble and probably loop and say the same shit a couple more times if I don't end it. So I'm totally going to let you guys go. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.